camera pans to the dimly lit backstage area of Monday Night Raw at the TD Garden. The distant roar of the Boston crowd filters through the concrete walls. Gene Cole stands in front of a black WWE backdrop, slicked back blonde hair gleaming under the lights, black goatee sharp against his tan skin. Lean and wiry in the mold of Jeff Jarrett, he grips the microphone with quiet intensity. "My opportunity will come," he says. "I've worked hard for this business, poured my soul into it. I'm feeling it. My moment is right around the corner." A stagehand rushes in and hands him a folded piece of paper. Gene's expression shifts as he reads the letterhead: WWE Termination Notice Budget Cuts. His hands tremble. The paper crumples in his fist. He storms through the backstage corridor, the GM walking beside him. Gene's voice cuts sharp. "This is not fair. You cannot cut me out like this. I worked hard for this business. Years of grinding, taking bumps, carrying matches. If there's anyone who needs to be cut, you should cut Blaze, the butcher. Look at the baggage he brought into this company. He literally beat a man to death in Japan. And you're keeping him over me? What is wrong with the way you operate this company?" The GM stays calm. "Blaze is bringing in the money. He's the champion. Both titles. You're talented, you've got heart. But your talent we put on to fill the show and cover the hours of Raw. Nothing more." Gene steps closer, voice dropping to a growl. "You're choosing that thug over me? I've bled for this place. You're throwing away years of dedication for a guy who's one wrong move from sinking this company." The GM stops. "It's not about loyalty, it's numbers. Blaze puts asses in seats. You're good, but you're not the main event draw. Sorry, budget's tight. You drew the short straw. Good luck wherever you land." Gene stares at him, eyes burning. "I will not let this slide." He storms off. The termination notice flutters to the floor. Later that night, the camera finds the GM in his office, buried in paperwork. The door opens. Gene Cole walks in. The GM looks up, surprised. "What are you still doing here? I laid you off. You're supposed to pack your things and go. It's already past Monday." Gene's voice is flat. "I'm not going anywhere." "What are you talking about?" "I'm not going anywhere," Gene repeats, "because I have something on you that you really need to see." He pulls out his phone and holds it inches from the GM's face. The camera never sees the screen. The GM's expression freezes. Shock, then something colder. He looks up slowly at Gene. Gene's tone is quiet and final. "From now on, there are going to be changes around here. The night ends on that image." Next Monday Night Raw, the GM stands in the center of the ring and makes the announcement. He is stepping down from power. The position is being passed to new management. Gene Cole emerges from the curtain in a sharp black suit, golden tie, hair perfectly slicked, goatee trimmed. He walks to the ring with absolute calm. "From this moment forward," he says, "this company is under new management. I will run it how I see fit. I don't give a damn whether any of you like it or not. There are going to be changes, and I will be the one leading them. I will do things my way. I promise I will play it as fair as the book allows." The arena sits in stunned silence. Money in the bank. During the ladder match, two masked strangers interfere with steel pipes clearing the field. Austin Theory takes full advantage, climbs the ladder, and retrieves the briefcase. Later on SmackDown, after Seth Rollins retains the United States Championship, Theory appears with the Money in the Bank briefcase. "I want to cash in on you," Theory says. Seth is surprised. "You could cash in on a bigger opportunity. You could go after Blaze." Theory shakes his head. "I'm not stupid and I don't have a death wish. Blaze is out of my league. I want your title. I'm cashing in. But not tonight, at SummerSlam." Seth accepts. On the same episode of SmackDown, Blaze celebrates his victory over Finn Balor. "I slayed the king," Blaze declares. "That proves I am the best wrestler in this company. I am the alpha." Gene Cole's music hits. The new GM walks down the ramp in a suit. "Your match with Finn Balor was great," Gene says, "but it doesn't make you the alpha." Don't forget the losses. Brock Lesnar, Naito, I don't consider you the best. Blaze laughs. You want to step up and prove me wrong? I'm the GM, Gene answers. I don't fight anymore. But if you want to prove you're the alpha of this company, put your money where your mouth is. You're gonna fight 6 men in a gauntlet match. If you're a man, you'll accept it. Wait, what am I saying? I'm the GM. You will accept this match. Or I strip the titles. Blaze stares at him. For someone who manipulated his way to the top, that just proves how small a man you are. Gene smiles. I'd rather be small than carry an ego like yours. You had brains when you left New Japan after what you did to that man. You had brains when you went on the news and played the innocent act. Let's see if you still have any left. 6 men. You don't get a choice. He leaves the ring. Blaze shouts after him that he could throw the entire roster at him and it still wouldn't matter. Gene simply rolls his eyes and walks away. SummerSlam, the gauntlet. Blaze enters first, pacing the ring, waiting. Match 1. The Miz comes out hot. Blaze answers with a series of suplexes and finishes him quickly with the burning hammer. Match 2. Dolph Ziggler ambushes him. They trade heavy blows. Ziggler hits multiple zigzags and super kicks. Blaze kicks out, locks in the ankle lock, and forces the submission. Match 3. Daniel Bryan. The yes chants shake the building. Bryan Reigns' yes kicks, hits the running knee, and nearly finishes it with the headbutt from the top rope. Blaze gets his knees up, Bryan crashes. Blaze hits the burning hammer and pins him. Match 4. Finn Balor attacks the exhausted champion with knees, and the coup de grace attempt. Blaze escapes, traps him in the ankle lock with both knees pinning the leg, and Balor taps. Match 5, Hinge Blaze's old strong-style rival, 6 feet 9 inches, massive, bald, dressed like a monster heel in the Bobby Lashley mold, stomps into the ring. Hinge dominates. He throws Blaze into the barricade and lines up a full-speed spear. Blaze moves. Hinge collides with the steel and is knocked out cold. Count-out victory for Blaze. Match 6, Drew McIntyre. The longest and most brutal stretch. Blaze is running on pure will. McIntyre controls most of the match. Just as McIntyre lines up the Claymore, Blaze finds one last burst, hoists him up, and drops him with the burning hammer for the pin. 5 men down. As Blaze collapses in the center of the ring, McIntyre rises behind him and begins a vicious post-match assault. Steel steps, chairs, pure rage. Blaze is left bloody and barely conscious. Austin Theory's music hits. He sprints down the ramp, briefcase in hand, and levels the broken champion. The referee calls for the bell. Theory covers. Blaze somehow kicks out. Theory looks stunned. Blaze crawls up the ropes, then to his feet. Every movement pure agony. He turns toward Theory. Theory hits his finisher. 3 count. Austin Theory is the new champion. Gene Cole walks into the ring, takes Theory's wrist, and raises it high, exactly the way Eddie Guerrero once raised Chris Benoit's hand. The camera lingers on the image. Half the crowd cheers the new champion. The other half chants for the man being helped out of the arena, bloodied and defeated. Blaze disappears through the curtain without looking back.